Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's Garage. Today I've got a new project for us. Let's check it out. Okay guys, so here's the project car that I just got. It's a 2006 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is the 2.4 liter. Now I picked this car up extremely cheap. I paid $100 for this car. This was my brother Andrew's car, and he was nice enough to sell it to me for $100. His timing belt broke, and the head is probably trashed. He paid someone to fix it for him when the timing belt broke, and they didn't pay attention to the engine damage, and they just put it back together. So he had been driving it like that. So it's all apart because I've already started to take it apart to diagnose the issue. So. But this is it, guys. It's an 06, like I said. It's all black. It's got a gray hood, or I'm sorry, rather a gray bumper. The hood is off because it's just much easier to work under the engine bay, with the hood off. It's got quite a bit of things that need repaired. The engine definitely needs repair. The bumper's a different color. It's in good shape. It's just a different color. Both the headlights are cracked and broken. You can see that one from an accident, which is why the bumper was replaced as well. Both rear taillights are going to have to be replaced. This one's broken. You can see the bottom there is broken off. And I doubt I'm going to find one to match the other side, so I'm just going to have to get a set. So that's the project that I have that's planned for us. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know if it's going to be just something that we're going to fix to resell and then pick up another project. I don't really know if it's going to be something that I'm going to want to drive. I don't really like these cars that much, but I did pick it up for really cheap. I thought it would be perfect for the content, perfect for having something to wrench on in the garage. The only other vehicle I have right now is my 95 F250 out here. That is the only other thing I have right now. So if I could fix it up and drive it, that would be sweet. If we can get some kind of cheap eBay turbo kit to throw on it, that would be cool too. But at the same time, we all know that modifying cars is not cheap. So if we go, the cheap route with the turbo kit, it'll probably destroy the engine. It's usually how it goes. Then we have to get an ECM that we can have tuned, and then we have to have it tuned, and it just becomes really expensive really quickly. And I just don't think this is the car for that. Otherwise, I would do it. Do you know anybody that's selling all that stuff from there, 4G69, that they're getting rid of, and they want to, email me at my email on my YouTube channel? They can do that, and we can talk and see if it's something that I want. But as of right now, I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and fix the engine damage, get some of the things that are a problem fixed up, and then we'll go ahead and probably throw this thing on Facebook and some other places for sale, and then use that money to go and pick up an actual project car. That would be pretty sweet. We'll just have to play it out and see what happens. I mean, I don't want to spend $1 million on this car either, so we'll see. So in the next video, what we'll definitely be doing is we'll go ahead and start getting the cylinder head off. I actually already started doing it because I thought my brother would want to get it fixed. We ended up finding him a V6 Eclipse the same year. He really liked it. It's a really clean car, so I went with him and we picked that up for $2,800. The guy was asking $3,800, so got a pretty good deal on it. Overall, the car isn't in bad condition. My brother did take care of it. It's got new brakes all around. The battery's in decent shape, things like that. I mean, it isn't in disrepair or anything, but unfortunately, when he got the car, I told him that he needed to change the timing belt because we didn't know if it had been done yet, and of course it hadn't. Now we know, and he paid that price, and he learned a hard lesson that you got to keep up with that stuff. So we brought it here to see what's going on with it, and if I can find it here, I'll show you. The number 4 spark plug was banged up pretty bad. It's not in here for some reason. I'll have to find it. Anyway, I couldn't find the plug. I'll have to find it for you guys. I'll post a picture in the edit once I find the plug, because I've already got a picture of it. I really just misplaced it. So she's got decent tires on her. The tires got some pretty good tread. You can see that. The front are pretty much the same. Got some pretty good tread on all 4 tires there. The wheels are the original stock wheels. They've been sprayed to be like a gunmetal color. They're supposed to be just silver. They're in crap condition. We'll probably either sand them and paint them, or we will just get new wheels. I thought it'd be really cool to show you guys how to sand and paint some wheels, so we might do that in the future as well. The things that I know we're going to do with this car, one, I 100% want to fix the engine. I will most likely pull the head off, see what's going on, and probably just send the head to my local Napa machine shop, which I've used many times. They do a really good job. Get that back, get it all running and driving right, do a service on it, you know, oil and transmission oil, that kind of stuff, get new brake fluid in, bleed all the brakes, that kind of stuff that nobody ever does when they get a car, you know, new coolant, yada, yada, yada. Make sure things are working properly, and then most likely I would like to get some lowered springs for this thing. I saw they weren't really expensive. It would really help with the look of the car. I think that these cars sit way too high for my liking. I mean, to me, it sits up way high. I don't know if you guys have been following, whoever's been following my channel for a while. I had an 03 Maxima 6-speed 3.5 liter, and that I put some cams in and all that stuff. I did quite a bit of work to that car. A lot of the footage actually got lost in the build, but that's okay. It was way lower than this car. I mean, it was probably 2 or 3 inches already lower than this car, and that was a grocery getter sedan. In reality, it was just a sedan, and this is a coupe. And I mean, just the gap there between the fender and the tire is huge. I would never think that, you know, a sporty car like this would be just so high up. So the lowered springs are from Tane, and I think it was like $300 for a good set, you know, of lowered springs. So I think we're definitely going to do that. From what I understand, it's a couple inches all the way around, or 1.5 in the front, 2 in the back, something like that, because the front's definitely higher up, or rather the back is higher up. I apologize. So that's definitely what we're going to do. This is all stuff that I've taken out of the car, so I definitely know where all this goes. It won't be an issue at all. I'm also going to be painting, when we put the engine back together, I'm going to be painting like the exhaust cover, the catalytic converter cover, brackets and things like that. I'm going to paint all that stuff black, so that way it looks in good shape when we put it back, like little brackets like this. I'm definitely going to take my wire wheel and sand all this stuff down, and then I'm going to have all this stuff painted black. That way the engine bay looks really clean when we're done. I'm also installing new lights in here. I've got one up there, one there, and one there. These on that side of the shop are older. I'm sorry, this one over here is the older. There's only one bulb in there, you can barely see it, but all the rest of them are LEDs. This light's gonna go, the one single bulb there, and then I've got those 2 that are gonna go up. So one's gonna go replace that one. This one's gonna move over, so there'll be 3 on each side, and then right above my workbench here, I'm gonna put one, so that way I can see all my stuff really well and stuff like that. Because you guys haven't, I haven't posted in a really long time, I kind of wanted to show you guys around what I've got going on in the shop, kind of how my workshop looks now, things like that. So most likely we'll do like a shop tour video where you can see the tools that I use and things like that. I don't have anything insanely expensive, but I just thought it'd be really cool to show you guys what I'm working with and, you know, things like that. I'm also going to start doing like a basic series where I'm going to show you guys how to change oil, do brakes, a tune-up, reading, you know, your codes, checking your transmission fluid levels and checking your oil levels, things like that. I think that a lot of people will benefit from that stuff. So I would love to do a series like that where I'm like, hey, here's how to change a light bulb, or here's how to, you know, things like that. It's kind of hard sometimes because every vehicle is different. So every process is going to be different. But I'm hoping to do some basic series like that and show you guys how to do things, you know, how to do a compression test, you know, stuff like that, stuff that a lot of people could benefit from and use on a daily basis. I would like to show people how to use a timing light as well. A lot of people don't use them anymore because they were on older vehicles with distributors, but I feel like people could probably benefit from them, so I'm going to do that. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you all having come. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for joining me for a few minutes today. I'm excited for this project to get going. And like I said, the next video we'll get that cylinder head on. So don't miss it. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you turn on notifications and subscribe. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next time.